Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Ashefone TV for me mo bibiara kwa ba eba PENDREAM TV. Nana maja kon any divide nsem bi atudwa na omonsam no enche mu ni se omoni mnenti a ECG containers na yara na containers na aya na kra NPP fo na omaton containers no na omompe omayi enkoso nti na omo eton ECG anase omayi ajapade no ensema hudu bi kawe ho na nana maja kon any divide e de atudwa epeso be kama ho na eti omonsam no enchire mu subscribe na share jumadi ma afofro ensa enkabi ya odwenche e wo comment section ho kama ho na enti omonsam no enchire mu
divine yana yanko waina
oh wo de dumi so apani yanko
oh kasa se me se kasa enye yanko me se kasa divine kasa
enti dia me
kasa ne yanko sa me kan
enti dia me kan say all these things we num nyina no ye keta hyehye ne proye ne krono a e course wo SO government na ma. Have you ever sat down to ask yourself, Senti, imagine pass you talk about the NPP for breaking it and how this on my way, then pan and KDC. Have you asked yourself that question? Say, imagine pass you talk about we say them breaking 8 and breaking way 18 in ano. This was the agenda. I didn't accommodate by me new.
Because a near man bonini
doors.
I'm gonna be
bonino. Now imagine say Nita. It's honomu. Nanita, okon account uma kakrakan nyina na account sika omu ye 25 Ghana cedis. Ni momo kra de sika ndu.
Na so no de ka
863 million Ghana cedis. Overdraft
no.
Ako individuals pocket o oba ko jisika no bank e dey akom kotokuom. It's all of these things ringing once ECG ade we ayeken and me buy am metese Indian man bi wakwa konye mu 40 ato a ba be che no ya che na ese be yi no. I'm hoping say you be track obi bia and me biggest concern no civil servants the public servants no. You know sometimes the political appointees in the initial bebre o obekomu no na customs any boys be on more port one ne security national security for boys be enti omudin obi anhu omunti omudin no omu no mo fa akire e no makomudi sa adwiri mu yi ne keta hyehyɛ yo.
No, in this case the divine na wonya adwen ECG containers ECG our managing director ECG our board so you think say after election no yeah NDC and take you over no customs for bi ni boys bi wo ho no na civil servant for bi ebetimi ayesa
na isi person me sure say ECG for na nkasa no sa containers na mo order niama no na yesi niama 3000 4000 I want to mean give you proper stock of a niama na wo container ni mu no wan kasa kra na mu nyo werem
until kra ni start free say transition period omo ma figure 3000 then later energy minister be hu say 2500 then to chase even but ECG account document mu nyina na say 3000 container $500,000 sa 3000 ya na nya 3000 2,500 just 500 containers sika bia di kan afa ba bi no
and na pese me sure say
and sana we no so ho asem no and then me de me hunu ni say this is not the first time omo yes adi what me say ECG containers no omo import baba bada eton.
Oh, say na me pese me sure say eniama na omo de ba no bebre honum a na street light ya omo to me buy say the 30,000 abai obe kona di nyina agu ayi okanshi stores mu a ye de ye business agu go for shops mu because ya diverting no it's the same thing. Sha unim say containers na ngasa no mu ka so mu tie gina po account na inventory no person mu specific items no mu order your container ni mu no nkofo no tumi nkyere de o mechanics o ma generalizing no o mu si o transformers MBC meanwhile they were hoping say comment say containers 1000 say na wom ne dodo say na wom enye omo na buy after transition no they came and then they informed us not knowing no ECG cry to me kra niama edeba no ahye da ma the mortgage ache no no we are ya auction no obi akwakoto na sani pa akoda sanso aba beton ma ECG $4 no matter aye nipa na omayo moji say omayo moji say omubegu oman no abo oman ne kro no NPP fo no sani omu yes omaje oman no sa etimi de sa asem we NDC fo so omu omasem ka na mo nkyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm no mu yie because see answer na NDC for na so NPP for so asɛm no mu a ɔmo de chi basabasa na ɔmo yɛ no no
report ni be pie
by inja communication into hɔ no who say that small gap na ɛbɛda mu no na ɔmo gyina so a ɔmo de sign niama no enti no me dem se mo njae hey sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a John Jinapo every day bi asɛm wo ya ba yi onye ho press conference ɔman kofo hu state ya ba bedu because the people are misinformed ono a opti o imagine say the confident trickster ono a wia na omo abokro no oma teni asem no de aba beto NDC for so as if omo mum na afa ade because omo hu omo asem ka o ti ase because omo according to them no obeka say o so ko hu ye na all of us ade ade na yera ene ono afa ade no meanwhile no so nim sa ade ni ho nti omo hwe na omo ka asem no mu yie na yentumi nya nya asem no puma sibre
Peter enra na me ni bobi edi sa nkomo
okay
so ho say be nye na be kire minister dia obeye first day ade ne ba na okasa already onya committee no report okasa radio station and then okasa me hu ni say ene say 40 containers yi wakasa sa briefing you dey me on daily basis but Peter sanka minister it me your press conference ena wo bi ade nani so a ena ade a chine TV stations radio stations no obi ebiem no obi echem because say wo kan say Accra FM ha say ya you don't expect say Ghana ni bi at Accra FM
that's true
ena dia wo kan ye wo awia yi wo ha say TV3 enu obi ana ye dey eti ye so but press conference dey e be ye topic ya ena wo ye ade a chi a obi anu anu obi efa obi ede ye ka ye be hu say containers ni ba da be ebrebe na containers ni ejiraye ebrebe na wo kra wo ye ma 3000 later hu 2000 wo constitute wo ye isa committee ya because uchire mu wa ha na nipa kakra bi ate no wa chemu na nipa kakra bi ate na party communicator no akwata no I think say do be emwa communication no
you have a point about you see issues ni de enya banesa was say open home but looking at the magnitude of the case no said you see can any misunderstanding any information how e be no you have to get time and get the information in concrete and sign our be full blown press conference
but also we who so we
wa dwenkyere no
so we ko social media so say we can
wa dwenkyere
the NPP for ne ede ayi your friends are feathers means because of feathers as so container ni mu na etu me see my sister wo Kumasi o say na de Kumasi stations de de omo ye no say NDC ba power less than omo wi container 1003
so mo fidie kwachi pa me fa mo fidie so na makase Ghana ni bia wotie me sa containers na ayira no NPP for mu be fra ban so no mu wi asa containers no
authority expose
yes divine better na me ka say yes sorry njira my need you dey share
ya man misbehavior not ya baby they were I'm a for better grounds of misbehavior. Public
but minianum nia me pese che ase ni say o man Ghana 19 na ye kun
of course
enti say ye Charlotte say eji ya fa kwan paso
like almost use mra
what they did what my party did was wrong.
Okay.
Me can NPP for the fewer na ye kan ya adwen na nado me kasa tia ya
okay
but for once my sorry
okay so lawyer me dey put it to you for once have we done anything wrong regarding this process?
No.
So
far, Mahama, near why you know, 100%.
My man is what?
Peter, at the end of the day, the content of the petition will come and clarify. There are two scenarios. No, you. Sir, Charlotte said, "Yeah, by you condemn it. You say you're wrong." And so in this case, no, so say we say you say be a kufuado buy no, wa abuse power ne emra. Ene di eyi Charlotte sent no we no so ye say bibi cause na say ye konde ye
the be American say two wrongs don't make it right.
Okay,
two wrongs
and there's no wrong here as of now.
Lawyer
there's no wrong
ha ye hwa de si wo parliament parliament will procedure emra omode the affairs of parliament samra kronwano speaker for be use se obi
Michael Kwe use
Michael we a member of parliament political party be na do buy at the moment I be declare intention say oh as an independent now we sit yen declare say vacant ya use samra and then back bin ko use ya Chief Justice say a constitutional crisis. Yeah, I dear Chief Justice here, lawyer. Chief Justice kasa about law. Video na me boy na when near general. Was he be a law. Back bin and so law. Constitution no use. Lawyer me back. Senya back bin and the general na soa. Adianka omuye o Supreme Court Chief Justice mo ye no enka samra no a from 1992 aye adwuma no enka Chief Justice enka samra no enko ase no senka backbone enjane na so and defend ni ruling any sa emra na o activate your de ye adwuma efa those seats o declare vacant na enka per Supreme Court ruling Chief Justice mo ruling na buy no enka samra no enya effective bi me boa enko agu bra no
ba wonim kwan a e be fa so de CC no
because and
enya removal
ye betimi say this or call because emra na the whole plane but Chief Justice na emra na also protecting what the ye adwuma no why on fa emra na ye adwuma
Peter Ankan article 129 clause 3 intro
but lawyer
very easy.
I
say
Peter,
I
want to. Peter, so be kano kura. Sa October 17, 18 and December 7 and Chief Justice lead Supreme Court members be and one more fast. Me can say ni body language kura no nenye. Me can fear.
Let's work can number when you know. No me chance no. To be there
power more points you see misbehavior
I know you misbehavior o say me say ahomaso
misbehavior there's a misconception I want to clear there's a misconception I want to claim with all due respect o say too wrong
don't make it right
is there any wrong here now?
The say Nanado indeed Mahaman.
That is not the point.
That's the point.
No, people have reasons on which they've written their petition and make us 3 petitions or say 4. So people have 4 different petitions against one person
on political
different which one? Have you ascertained that, lawyer? When you ascertain that point, until the nature say there's no wrong here now. People have bases. People have reasons. And no more kuchiregun krata so say. Mr. President, ni o man nyinai. Yensemfo ase yenti. Yesusu say Chief Justice Maame Tokono want to mean na say oye Chief Justice. Mumma mpanifo nhwe mumfa mra kwan so ni enyini free ho. Boni biansi wa. Okay. Enti no sesi ano mesre Ghana for me the point I want to make say obi an from here. NPP for mu tutu no mu koba nyina no obi an from. President Mama until say ye be ya no sisi an from omo yan hwehwe mu no bia omanfo ye pese 90 ase ne say e oman ne ye kekere. Constitution na boy na ho ban. President Mama promises say obey uphold the rule of law. Ade bia wo ye bia na hihye ne na muntu obi o ye bia no obey make sure is in recourse with the law. Enti kana fo nya sa aboto mu no na resetting agenda na ekos no me follow NPP for mun trafie no man fan krata no mun tro no su. They should write notes from how President Mama is leading the country now. Almost here there. No when you say that's Abrani avoyam ya my crasso. When I'm lawyers.
But Peter, now can't you?
Yes.
Me. Me to me akano agufama so.
Yes.
Say. Sanka Nanado.
Yeah.
Of kwanya Mahama efa so ya anka ye mre.
Fantastic.
Because anka Charlotte say no. Obey or receive petition meaning say me kai say or the command na mum ni Mahama ye no atone bo no de command
and that's what print for you
and no de why
okay
na do ye bibisa anke ba betra na o kan kra usu no
ni aye
we are not go you It's no lawyer who can as I'm not coming over the simple.
The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the national security operatives and the law enforcement agencies. The information I got this morning is that already they've traced about 40 of them to a particular terminal or warehouse in Pung, which belongs to an Indian man of extraction. The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the national security operatives and the law enforcement agencies.
Wouldn't say they have not changed their modus operandi. The same that is no that see they think that superior Ghanaians.
We don't go sit down with the Jesus.
Next topic. I'm not John Jenapa now Kasa. Yet is containers bro. Quabe 1,003. Ayra. Oh, ECG containers. Bear close to 1,003 Ayra. But honorable Jenapa said a way or say Oma Atra Kenya 40. India ni bi no motomano or matching open. But on my video in Ayambra discussion.
The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the national security operatives and the law enforcement agencies. The information I got this morning is that already they've traced about 40 of them to a particular terminal or warehouse in Pung, which belongs to an Indian man of extraction. And they've confiscated all the 40 containers, and they are moving them to a secure location. The man indicates that those containers were sold to him last year, and so that's a subject of a matter of investigation, and the law enforcement agencies would ensure that the law takes its course. There are also reports of some other areas that they are picking intelligence. They will trace all of them, retrieve all the containers as soon as possible, and put the perpetrators before the courts of competent jurisdiction. Let me just sound that when we start prosecuting these people, let nobody come to say we are witch hunting. These are properties of the states. Every legitimate and legal means to ensure that we retrieve them and to hold all those behind these acts to account. And so we'll continue to work hard and ensure that we retrieve all these containers. Picked up this Indian in connection with this. The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the
discussion into Peter. Oh, Temahabo. Say we are deputy CEO. Oh, Temahabo. Simple. So I said, Rebecca say containers, ECG containers, Ajira, Edia free tema.
Minaba, she are who said, O mana ya one up. Mamenka say, Senkayansa san by pa, Kaya woo. Me say, the rot and the mess and the thievery across every sector. No? So my Ghana for yen sunya me pa ni ma kokubon sam keka ya koma na ke sa ko to obama NPP a nka samre yen na ya obituary wa man nke ye funeral because the mess at the port no and sometimes some of the sectors no aya na time ade we ya ye ka ho asem no Ghana for ebio mama min chemu ye enya ade a eya ndc aban ba ye ya na ade ayiro
okay
me pa mo chomu ntie ye enya ade a ndc ba ye ene yakọ containers e port yes ayira transition period ana omoma ye tiase say there are some ECG imported things be items be containers about 3,000 plus and a war out with the kosher transition mutieni yo na after transition after president ebe appoint the ministers any ade or appointing ministers are minister of energy eba ye John Jinapo and in penny 4 years say ye be start your investigation okay mo say containers be say 3,000 and among the macra what and nyama say anyway. Even at the earlier stages, no, we were questioning the content of the container, why they made such purchase, what was the use of those items, whether we nyama almost see I think 10 years time, I'm going import it. And your mind is there, mention about 10 years time. Yes, and those aspects will come later. Value for money issues will come later. But the issue has now, and yes, containers saying, and I'm also in a what transition, and as a see containers saying, and a war yard why quiet.
Okay.
And no now, or come investigation, and you say about 1,003 of the containers said you must take on any one of inventory because ya transition at the amount paper so no ya trust say it is say ya throw paper so the amount see ya mummy yanko kan enko hwe say e no kra na enu na yewra don jina pon ni team ko ya ko kan ye ko take stock on an inventory of the items ya ko hwe containers no 1,003 of them Yamutu Ayra. Who can NPP 4 CZ excavators? Oh, Kruma. That's a 500 excavators. You can not excavators now, then a 2. It is our containers here. And a committee no koshe yomushu no. I generate 1,003 Ayra. 1,003 na Ayra and Ghana for Mr. Tiwa. And yes, sir, ya taking over from government and as 1,003 Ayra. NPP time of management and as 1,003 naira. Etienne, yeah, tracing their information, yeah, putting eyes on the ground, sir, yeah, tracking wherever sir containers no fire. And it's an aquatibi. Now in the video, he confessed. Nipana our 40 containers, no, as it auto dabai last year. Yes, auto
before or after election.
After election, there's no more papa.
After election,
MPP for after election, the things they did is sickening. And nothing that we are using a system to sanitize the system. The Biana Ghana for you to me deny now so brane. Yakoyanim. Messini Pana confirmation or Twadiana last year.
After
elections. Entity Senipana Twadiano last year. Samirinya, how many criminals? It is the same people. And now, among Kofoni be Omunya of the issue. And almost that and almost I confirm normally ways so your friend saying containers fly. They should wait for the full investigation into where all those 1,003 containers went to, who gave it out or who sold them out. Now prosecution will start. In fact, on this case, baby, yeah, tall container no. Baby, yeah, tall container no. Nipa or tall container no. Nipa or tall container ni no. Emrani omobedi. Enyama ewom ni emrani omobedi. Sa nyama baby akwa this no. Ni emrani omobedi. Sa create loot and share agenda no. This is the highest of it.
Peter, say ya unim container no transition period ne ya ma figure ne 3,000.
Yes.
Then later no energy minister be who say almost 2,500. But 2,500 say kwe ka no aka
1,003.
So it's 1,003
naira yes.
It's aka 1,002. But in documentation krata mu ni de e kire say omu ECG e import omu ne ma 3,000.
Yes. Oma kotrogu krata mu. It is a siano, a tracking a year. You prefer the beer MPP for the sack containers now, coaches, if you are beginning. Me tipa.
Me baha na imbetum rantie no na mebu sena mokasa ya na manage.
Okay.
Manage pa me de wawa me hoda me kofi an maka kire me.
Okay.
Ghana wo future. Yen ye pay yen dues. Ye seek kwanso. Bible no Saudi 70 ya aka no.
Insurance
fantastic.
Extra time.
bonus. Banam beto no more. Divine by ya current near you say, say, Mona Dachi ni wa Mubabisi and I. Intimania mo ye na emide papa. Na mum kain who say any NPP nku. MDC abai wam handover sa problem si ewo. Mum mayen fa Ghana mum.
Yes.
Instead of NDC.
Of course.
NPP. Na ni aye mu bi enhu. Me I share with mu.
Yeah.
Krono a ekoso yi nyina no enya NPP nko sebe. NDC for so ye. Tinki ento ye mbo. Na se na mu hwehwe mu yi. Na mu ngina ho saa. Na se aban NDC ni make sure say man hwe ya 12 years kwa na e man am so enya hwe Ghana for say 88. Ye beto ye mbo. Na mo moden a mo ka say na makasa achre muhu.
Of course.
Se ni ayeye.
Of course.
Mo hwe ni anhwe ase. Se na be ya daachi bi no aban bi ba mo betumi aka achre ni ayeye. Ye e di ato ho amanchirima.
Of course.
Mo hu ni ayeye MPP for.
Yeah.
Ye nso se yanhwe ye ni ekoye sa nso na ye be kasa fa ye hu. Na nansa omampanyi e kan say ni minister bia obefa wadwuma say go mine no ono e wa asem ka e me depa so betumi agina sa asem so na ni ministers etumi aye nia e be different from their NPP ministers. I was one of the people I say me can say Nana will go down in our history as the worst president Ghana has ever had and the most corrupt. I stand by what I said. So I say, enunti se mishia moana mo kana meniaje.
Okay.
Mama yen fasa kwan we so
but Peter,
so let me conclude on my
Peter
side.
me I a bit disappointed.
Okay.
Because say MPP Erini. Na say after election wetimi at NDC wetimi at na Ghana ha. Ama containers 1003. Ajira yetimi atunto ko tede mu ka say India ni ye chi nui. Ye chi India ni say o say after election any a ton man na say NDC more after election mu lusu guide pa ma say
that obaba won't take you over. Port honum no. Omonko fon kwane wo. You have not changed. And only when the president holds the swearing in moment yenya they are fan selling some we na 2 minutes won semwa
but MPP anya sao
you entity and appointing authorities na ebe chen sem sam penfo ano mo hye ahanu ho no nyina at the port obia no obia da so until say president be appointing new members to even go there. And even as we speak, it is not all the people are when we appointment of people to various agencies, institutions are still ongoing. And government is a process. You don't just get up and do everything once at a go. You can't do that. So what I say, so what I say, it's just abuse of power, wickedness, and just like lawyer you were saying, President Mama only yakosha kukuom ni yakasa. And the ministers in one on your magazine, CEOs, deputy CEOs, every appointment of President Mahama has been cautioned because President Mama no and even another foreign republic or what that track record of prosecuting his own. Yes, until no. Ne sekana esikanu fanu. What we am for? Ma wani so de de amount. Na hwe na ye ne yiye na didi mmom. Sa ode on sam yenu ekwa kobom na mara na tewa emra ne obedi. Enti sa ye hu we ni asese hu so obi abode ses ya no adan. Wasensuo eden asudi ho. Edi appointees no ye to ye ho fo.
Okay.
Na ye de enhyehyɛ no egu akwam but de we no ma ye ne de no kwasem ne Ghana for monhwɛ be bia containers na fa bia no said ye ne ye ndro chi ne ya ne ya che be 40 no dia kan na be chia magana fo na mo hwekire no so ye be ma mra ne wona di
unim meba divine so but quick one unim Peter enkofon so bi dwen say said ye a free 3,000 later no per document bi so che say 2,500 kwa I say 2,500 ni nyina akora ne buy
from investigation is still ongoing, and we are trying to track.
Okay.
And this one, just look at those quick one. This within a short moment, yeah. Any aquaculture 40 containers.
Okay.
That means wherever the rest are going, ever connecting in
okay, divine.
Peter, now okay, no me papa say.
Yeah.
Bruni ejuma. Eya ban ejuma. Ye didi hu ye nidim.
Thank you.
Okay.
And one year foot one.
Divine patch or brem why?
Unim sa some way ne kind some way unim dedi kind unim say almost set a trap ma ora janjinapo and watom trap no almost set a man no dedi kind what the transition no time no more information no the man no na accurate information and you follow ups no na ma really Niyama atosin ewo system ni mu na the communication gap na ora jonjina pode ba ya ni mu na no na ama NPP for na take advantage na me nya Peter ka say NPP for na omu ni mu no they know what they are doing because omu ni mu they know and they know omu ye no they are just being mischievous it's deliberate say omu pese omu ntumfu tro mimi wo honum na kofo frame say omu say nditi for balance ya omu ko wiewia containers ni ama and they know say sanya asem ne kono unim say endra tamwa and then samote anum na na mo discuss asem we ba ye no NPP for have an emergency national committee meeting to discuss how the party is becoming unpopular.
Okay, and then 3 days and
no more discuss no emergency meeting because for party head officer. MPP is becoming unpopular and unattractive to the youth. So, and some of these things in here, corruption, wouldn't say press conference now. Attorney General here, no. As ama abutuam like as among abubuam. So that meeting, no sa containers we no. They just wanted to equalize and quickly no throw out into the air. Say, NDC for buy na 2,000 something like that.
And my sister Okumasi. Osi otie Kumasi station. The DNS senior NDC buy. Omo we containers brought 1,000.
Because also John Jinapoba na okase something is missing. No one church asemu yi no. So no mum no pese. Excuse me. Onu mum no pese Ghana for ehu no kra e wa asemu no mu say ade na fahin. Wonim say ade ba ku bie so e wo saa ade wo mu say yen Ghana for yete honum bibia na de abran say taxes ayentua tariffs ayentua. Bibia see en boy aboso. Meanwhile, no, abaimu penyifo ne nkrofo mu abaimu esom do mu kate omu lifestyle no that prof legacy no esom twa so na ye Ghana for ho to he no omu do mu si omu njai. And to look at these things so unim so omu connive here this thing no ho enye just about some ECG staff will be keke a whole cartel because me no ka say sa contain series one enye chocolate enye golden tree chocolate na dey show to come so the come again friend eye containers a emu eduro na unim say before ade be fi port no customs for wo mu national security for wo mu military wo mu police for wo mu say institutions no na wo to mean clear ECG ankasa na mo order ade no
board chairman sukra nka
to me but you know say ade we be jira no do you know what they did unim say what has come to the fore no say some state institutions where some of them no when they are making their requisitions no more orders outside no more private event is saying individuals of Osika no more orders no say na be ya omuniama ne ba make clear as part of government concession no niama no more yes
what's the day
me say say aban no omo requisitions omo ye for state institutions in niama so omo hia niama so ECG for some of these institutions no omo ba be your orders are na omo ni private people no so akonaive no omo de omo de akwa shem So at the end of the day, no, it is the same with the ghost names, no. Do you know what happens? The real people know my year Juma no. Ube who say yentuomuka na ghost for the yentuomuka that because into them says scan baba no. Jankasa ECG for the clear and yama ECG Jankasankasa dear no. Na private people they are called clear or mudie. No more the coffee. Na ECG for dear to because in Saba baby yamomo.
Okay.
Jinapo minimum. But Matissa Oyade pa.
Okay.
Oh, serious.
Matissa Oyade pa minimum. Nti moko amon kan chere se onto asosa ma onchi akwa monse
Of course. Of course.
That's lawyer. That's pa. Yeah, that's lawyer. That's pa. Divine young ko.
Le umano bogala we boya ibako. Bo buga bako. O no bobuga. What is that? Someday be tie no mama ya appointment no obona ba so some of the appointments no me so obona ba so one day be down moment so team am hwɛ TV tra ni buafu that appointment ya mo ye say
na ora na because
okay
na on mine no say the president mama person reset your mind no ya restructure on mine no na on man timi gina brand say the NPP for be say woman te say hu niam ni bia ya na asefem abofono NPP for pa dey say nyame ama ya nyi o man kanye Obama menka enti no ma memmo madwuma fa ba so mo ye adwuma pa ye mo ma ba so
na o madwuma me say me pa adwuma why
aba asamba nya botre ye be din ko
we see you want me pa adwuma
ye be din komo
me pa adwuma
see Peter pressure dan so no okay see no pressure eda Peter so no na mumi de mesra de say mu amu esi you see amu di post ni amanya appointment mu hwe ni what is say na na adom time and me the video be to me ya che say obi peduma disable girl bi o peduma see obi agere no akonya mu afaya no oh yeah it's on record yeah we elas lazito se lazato na no cancer asem no to the extent say they were talking about some of the a lady with disability or kopejuma just say na ninye na see you be ache no ya some NPP for year ya ka ho asem sisia so all of these things no post no manya no munya careful omo get yenim microphone so bia
mo ma me fa course ka 0302208090 esa no omo so wachire no omo adwa ma me fa course kakra 0302208090. Hello, good evening, Pacho Bodini Uncle.
Nana Maya Santua, we unia bema Gemfi Francis, oh, that's all, my
young community abema.
And you made a many opportunity. My minister to the upon a whole dinner not do meaning Shira Mao. Yanko Pon shared you must so ye more my Ghana, no more who burns you at town for some. Your best sorry spiritual, physical, Yanko for that crash on the Busia or Yesu Dimo. Yanko Pon Kyle non Pinani Mikro. The American say, Nanama, the American say, MPP for who Pekua or Ghana Hapa or my day war from pa a MPP for the Antina America. So I say, or more, you let me you free or more come once a mina, MP was not done process one, some all can. I say 1% now. Omuka so mo de ba na NDC fo so mo nya do mu yi na nya 1% nti se omo yi afiri ho kra na ke se omo nya hwe na mi bi sha se tama omo ba 2017 na mo transaction na se ni ye dada na tax bi na so what ya nti mu na mo de be to so nso so mo be bre omo ho ase na omo be ye so mo bi omo an bon still omo da so kasa
okay
na me ka so ma den wo
me da se Jafi from my next commission tam no kwenti mu twitwa so ma me. Hello caller, good evening. Hello, good evening. Me ba yen ko why? Hello.
Hello.
Pacho ya tu nka yen ko.
Pacho even bon abaso.
Me da se.
Hello.
Uti on kasa why? Hello, ya tu nka.
Pacho good evening.
Good evening.
Bon abaso na ejuma amoye.
Da se.
Yen pese me kacho mpenyin fon se mo ka sama eya omuntie mo. muna mo hodu omo muna munim information nye omo na omo ba na omo to ni che omo no saa other stations bi no ba mu to omo chi se de ase ye de omo bi na chi omo omo nya isa ne ma no no omo shom no omo ni kom ho na de make an so omo ni ko youth no support omo na grassroots for no omo ni kom muna mo nya petition no mo ni ko mo ni kom na mo kai omo because youth na ni abre enti mu teach omo ni bebre omo so ti je make an na face kumase for no me sremo wo tra akrefe no ka se wo kanche ko kira o nko ba bia because ko he say NPP you for you akwakotere kumase na omo ye tade no
mate ye be kwa ho mate ye da se hello next caller good evening
Sibirikiti bantu mako hima.
Ye nko.
Next so said the okano no.
Mate.
Last commander Mini Tutupachi Ashima Soba Kanable. Mami di kai asidati in koma woni crew.
Amen.
Any producer, the champion producer, the award winner producer. Ya kan so koma me boss Peter Akwasi Mensa bra me sira wo so ya frane. Me tell ka che. Yes when you appointment.
Hey boss kasa na nkrofo wa ade na chi o me sira wo.
But mami yes do so na you are said you also here by reaction no. But unim why you na the mechanic tell you say me yen hwe akom ema yitiri munku se John Dramani Mahama aye na gire se obegu NDC a ene de ode na no aka bia on fire adwuma he se NPP for free se omunim to a ye ni inda na ye se George Napo waye ni na agi ye se adwene edamu so nko yakopɔ mo bia bi on fane de enya adwuma ena ehuna mane wa ba be ka so bia ya ba ban less than 4 months ye de area containers 1,500 plus. And that's 1,000 plus. Now the tenure MPP for your criminals intelligently. Omo nya ti okro bomu. Ni sasho botomu na o pai obi konfo. Sano mo tie.
Meda
ye betu kofu yin go sia.
Okay, me that's it. Hello, next caller. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yo, mpacho ye nko wae.
Yo. Me kakra me ka se fema buburu gosia.
Okay, abuburu.
Buburu gosia.
Ade ebe yin said that.
I said that the American say ni Mahama bitimi President Mahama bitimi so si ewo MPP fo no so. She said judge no High Court judge no any Supreme Court judge will you repeat ho. So when you want to be honest on the wall dia wo dey MPP ni dia kwa o bi ja o me say ni o mo yire atamese o kufuo pension the same thing o ma transfer to dia to.
Okay.
Ntimi mo dey me press say omu mpanyinfo ni na eno omu panyinfo afa ma no mu yeri MPP fo no mo boko no na mo ma santifo ne nti se no enye DC fo na yiya container no ye mo eye MPP fo na yiya.
Okay.
Na mama
That's the next caller. Hello, good evening.
Fine bene etana nama.
Yo me pacho yen ko wai.
Me dey the more me ka so.
Yo more.
One MPP fo no omu ya nya atum. Omu ya nya atum papa titi you ya brezo abikin de omu ya nya atum papa. Nanse ata di ba power no mu ye de sa no. Ina ye nyo mu lawyers ke papa temi a wa ba be studio. Wa wuni da emran da okede. Nti na de mo wan. Na sa lo so no bo ni be no ye no mu yime. Amaka da Ghana no esrodum na esrodum ano.
Okay. Medas hello next caller good evening.
Fine nana ma ko we.
Nyame adom yen ko wai.
O ma de ben o yarfa.
Yo Ben.
Na ma se adebati na Ghana yira be nwa. Nana ma ubada be sore adetin na Ghana ayira be nwa.
Anda NDC de be ya me nwanwa.
Me see excavator makwa fa fe na ayira ye hu. Ma ayobo ya makwa ko fonda ayira ye hu. Container makwa ko 3,000. Emu 1,000 over 1,000 ayira wo Ghana ha ye hu ye. Emu 40 in wo zo ngu. En kai no don jafo mitire no. Okwabia obama security fu ahwehwe container na ayira no e de magana no obomo de anofa so no hwema ye
Medas last caller hello good evening Nyame adom
Kasafi aklama efrem agbe
okay agbe yenko
Mr. Mampeni se yɛnti again up so aba no nneɛma ɛkɔ so ɔman mu ɛnyɛ kyerɛ so aba no nti ɔnsiesie saa nneɛma no nneɛma yɛ na yira nyinaa sɛ wade yira na wo sɛ obi nkyɛn ɛnyɛ dɛn sɛ ɔtie onipa ko no na wogye nneɛma no firi sɛm gyere gyina ɔre ba ɔman mu ɔna wo sɛ wɔadi sika ɔtie omi nyinaa sɛ wɔgya pare si siesie ɔman no
okay
ɛnyɛ saa yɛbɛyi no afi so
yo yɛda ase yɛda ase ah yɛwie hello yɛwie abusua aha na yɛde sie
yɛda wase sɛ wɔnyɛ bra kan ahomede nsɛm ne nyina bana wie subscribe to channel no like na share dwumadi no ma afoforo ensa enkami bakraw ebihia in the next video
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.